Let's look at some games first.
Season fatigue for Paul. He's out of guts, so he wants to get home.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
The old fella's got to go to sleep.
We'll look at the Thursday night game, as we always do, and it's a cracker. Eels up against the Storm at Combank Stadium.
Parramatta have won 3 straight and 4 of the last 5 against the Storm. In the last 10, they've split 5 each. Storm have traditionally dominated this fixture, winning 13 of the last 21. Eels have been underdogs in the last 9 games straight, and it continues. In the last 5, the average line has been 9.9. The average winning margin in the last 5 has been 9.2. Eels' average winning margin in their 4 wins in those last 5 matches, 8.5. Average total points in the last 10, 37.8. In the last 5, 37.2. The total this week, 43.5. So there's 5-point discrepancy there. The under has hit in 4 of the last 6 and 8 of the last 11 between these two. Money to be made on the total points, I believe.
Total points are at 43.5 this match.
That's what I said.
Blake?
Short and sharp, Paul. I know we're getting on. Look, I think the Eels have found their groove and they're getting geared up for the semis. I just think that, call it nothing more than a feeling that the Storm are going to win this game. So I just think the Storm win in a close one. It might meet a couple of weeks into the semis and it might reverse. But at this game, we're going to Storm.
Shirley?
Yeah, I echo that. I think the Storm will be stinging a bit after last weekend's result. Para hot at the moment, but we all know what a roller coaster they are. But I do trust them a little more with Moses and Brown firing at the moment. But I'll go Melbourne in a close one as well. Definitely not Manly. Manly are long gone. Don't go Manly.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar. I want to follow the stats, and I reckon we could be talking about it next week. Why it was a dumb move not to. But I'm also going to take the Storm in a close one.
I'm going to change my mind. I did have the Eels written down. No, I'm going Storm in a close one. Yeah.
Just a feeling.
We're all going the same way. Yeah. Second game, Roosters Rabbitohs at Accor Stadium.
Bunnies have won 4 straight against the Chooks and 6 of the last 10. The average total in the last 10, 41.2. This week is 43.5, Paul. The over has hit in 5 of the last 6 games and 6 of the last 10 between these two. Average winning margin by the Bunnies in the last 4 is 29. Absolutely pumped them. Bunnies' average winning margin in the 6 wins of the last 10 that they've played is 22. Roosters' average winning margin in their 4 wins, only 13. Still quite a lot. Bunnies have been outsiders in 3 of the last 4 games. Around about 7.5, and the handicap this week is 1.5 in favour of the Chookies.
Where are you heading, Blake?
Look, I'm worried, Paul. It's the Roosters, obviously no Radley, no the centres Hutchinson there. I know he's done a good job, but I'm just a bit worried. The only thing that's leaning me towards the Roosters is that it's at Allianz, the reopening of the new stadium. So think I could go to the Roosters just because of that factor, but once again, it's a coin toss for me. I'll leave it up for you guys to decide.
Shirley, you've got it as a coin toss as well?
Yeah, I've got down here the outs for the Roosters are going to be big. Of course, Collins, Tupou as well. They're all out. South's giving Campbell Graham the week off, but probably less of a loss for them. Matchups all over the park. It's going to be so tight. I'll probably just go the Roosters just because they're so hot at the moment. And I think their confidence will be huge, but wouldn't be surprised either way.
I think Bunnies in a tight one. Sorry, not Bunnies in a tight one. I think Bunnies will score a lot.
Go bang.
I'm gonna trust the stats.
Bunnies go big.
Bunnies, win by a lot.
I've got the Roosters in a close one, but once again, I'd like to see the result of the Storm Eels game because I think this will affect this game immensely. I think if this game has meaning, I like the Roosters in a close one. I think if this game has no meaning, I think the Rabbitohs win in a big one. So
Do you think they might rest players, the Roosters, Paul? Or if it's a nothing?
I think they will. I think they will. Or at least take them off after a very short stint.
Who are the Roosters?
Who are they?
No, do you say you think the Roosters will rest players?
Yeah.
Or one of the either? I don't know.
Anyway,
What about Josh Mansour? He's fallen off a cliff. Can't get a start.
Has he actually?
Maybe.
I hope not.
No.
Yeah.
Just in terms of his career.
Right.
Oh,
There's only room for one Undertaker in the NRL.
Last game we'll look at Warriors Titans, Mount Smart Stadium. Statman, tell us why we should be back in the Warriors.
I'm going to start with this. Titans have won 3 of the last 4. But Warriors have won 6 of the last 10 against the Titans. They have won 9 of 12 when playing at home since 2009 versus Titans. The average winning margin in those wins at home, 15. The average total in the last 10 between these two, 38.7. The under has hit in 4 straight and 6 of the last 8 between these two. The total this week, this is get on quick, 57.5. 57.5. The total has only gone over 50 once in the last 27 games, dating back to 2009 between these two, and it was 60. And the 2 other biggest is 50 twice. So get on the unders, in my opinion. Average winning margin by either team in the last 10 is 14.7, and the last 5 is 13.4. Warriors win by lots.
Where you going, Blake?
yeah. Look, I've been strong with the Warriors at Mount Smart because only limited amount of games this year there. They've looked good in every game they've played. Even that one loss against the Storm, they look good. I think at home, Old Boys Day, the boys come out and they do a job. I think they win. I'm not going to say they win by a lot, but they do get the job done.
Shirley, certainly you've gone Warriors 13 and over.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the boys look to finish the year off with a statement. Look forward to 2023. A few boys playing their last game for the Warriors as well. Urisi Walsh, Ewan Aitken, Chanel Harris-Tavita, potentially. Maybe he comes back in a couple years' time. But, yeah, they'll be wanting to put in a good performance for them. Shout outs to Bunty R4. I think he's the only Warrior to play in every game this season. He's had a few bad injuries over the past couple of years, including an ACL. So huge from him. But yeah, I'm going Warriors 13 plus in front of a packed Mount Smart.
Same. Warriors 13 plus.
Yeah, me too. I love the Wars.
God. It's the worst. You're the worst.